Hey guys, how's it going? March 21st, 2022. And yeah, we're here again. Oof. I was going to move this hump and then I didn't move it. The other one just came here. Okay, whatever. So, back again. It's going to be a shorter session tonight because I'm starting late because I hadn't seen my son. Well, my son and I hadn't had that much time together, so we were getting reacquainted, sort of. And I'm definitely going to bed at 11 o'clock tonight, so. Now, the difference is I'm not putting the server down, and there's a lot that's going on right now that we got to get into here. So, let me just, YouTube's just coming up. Just give me a second here, as usual. Okay. Never mind DuckDuckGo, just give me YouTube. Alright. And that. 1 second. Time I get this going, time to go to bed. Come on. Hello, Satan. Alright, pop out chat. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to try and go 24 hours tonight. Now, it could crash. The server could crash in the middle of the night. A lot of things could happen. I'm not too sure. Or I could have a hard time getting to sleep and I'll just give in and shut it all down. I'm very susceptible to noise. And the fan on this computer has it's a little bit of a higher pitch. Now, mind you, I only noticed it, I think, when I was really having difficulty sleeping, but I've since been on different medication and all kinds of things, so I haven't tried it in a long time, so I think I'm going to. I should have done this last week. Honestly, I wish I would have thought about it last week, and I didn't. But, I mean, I still was working. It would have been much easier last week than this week because I am working. And I am going to work and all other wonderful stuff. Okay. Anyways, I am back in Barstow here because we got shit to do. I don't know if it would get done overnight. I have no idea, so I got to assume I'd like to stay at least about a day ahead. Regardless. I mean, we're still in the 7-1 cycle and all other stuff. None of that has changed. Yeah, okay, I'll take this one. Oh, God, I got this one, right? Relinquish that. Let me take that. So, what often happens, there's a lot of different things going on. So, what often happens, and I'm in the ups. I'm actually going the opposite way. I'm actually in an uptick right now of interest. So, but then again, it's just, a matter of how much time you have. There was an interesting conversation that took place the other night. Now, what's interesting right now is, well, there's Alan J. He's on. And he's got a trim. He hasn't said anything, so I don't know what's going on. What's he doing? Let me see what he's doing, because I was just about to hump something. Problem is I can't see chat half the time, so Let me just go check Barstow out here. I don't see anything going on in Barstow. I don't know if Alan J is this guy. So he did that at 8:40, so... We need to... What is he building here? Let me go see here. Has he got this trim going? He's got San Diego. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to leave this alone then. What we need to do is we need to get... We need to get Tulsa and Memphis. At the very least, Tulsa going. So they're going by the size of everything. I was going to go ahead and hump it because it doesn't look that bad. Like I said, if it's about 50%, I don't care. The whole yard doesn't have to be trimmed. Let me see what we got here. There's not much in Tulsa. There's not much in Memphis. Maybe I'll just cut it off. Tell you what, I'm gonna stay out of his hair. He was working here before I did, so. Whereabouts am I here? Right there. Yeah, let me cancel that signal. So we'll go do what I was gonna start. Now the question is, oh man, I'm not gonna get much. I'm not gonna get much time to do anything today, but at least I'll get out there. And hopefully, let's see. We'll be at a Tuesday. Well, Wednesday, I will have it done by 8 o'clock, so within 48 hours I can get it done. Like I said, I like to get it done by 48 hours, so... Okay, let's do this instead. Very strange. Somehow you own a train that didn't have a controlling RV. Huh? Okay. I don't know what the hell that meant. Okay, how many setouts do I got tonight? 38. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start another one of these. Oh crap. I didn't want to do that. No. I hate hitting shit by accident. Okay. Alright, so good time of night to at least get this part done. Or get out there anyways. So it'll take me a few minutes to figure out everything that's out here. So, like, and then I will, I'll figure out Barstow later. I'll just let him trim or do whatever whatever he was doing. I'd rather work get done and not me interfering. Okay. Advanced drainage systems. Okay, so this will be a good idea right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 8, I would say. So ADS. Oh crap. Didn't I do this already to where I got that going? Yeah. Okay. ADS. Come on. Why? I don't know why it's not, well, I guess because oh, there. Now it did it. Weird. I guess it had to have something in there. Guess we can watch a train. Okay. It's taking too long. Very nice. Alright. Next. I don't know how much is set out, but let's see what much room we got. I don't even know if we have anything going to this one yet. Con maybe 8. I'll put 8 for now. Oh, okay. We'll go 12.
UP detector milepost 318.8 track 2 no defects total axle 352 train speed 43 mph ambient temperature 74 degrees UP detector out.
GUI. I'll go 10. And I have no idea which way this is blocked, but that's okay. I'm just writing them in. Okay, that was never set out. Weird. And you gotta watch. If you can't see the things like I got, then you gotta keep an eye on the timers. go 12 for LEH. Oh yeah, I got those big ass reefers in there too, huh? I'll go with 10. KIR is 8. So far I'm able to get through it quick enough. Tons, maybe 6. Maybe. That's a big maybe. I don't know. Pro is huge. $24. $26? Jesus. Okay, King Pack. Let's go with 12 for that. That would be it. No, wrong one. All right. So now we go ahead and delete all those. Okay, so pitch David systems. Oh crap, I gotta go through all these tags, don't I? Oh, crap. Okay, JRS is 3. Okay, Progressive Farms. $11. I got nothing for King Pack. Now something's wrong here. I mean, I understand GUI's there, but man. Oops. Well, what I'll start doing is, I'm not too sure how I want to do it. I wish Switcher was on tonight. It looks like he's already then. Hey King, how's it going? You been on lately, King? Haven't seen you. That doesn't seem much. I'm not doing King Pack? Yeah, I gotta adjust some of the flows. So what'll happen is if I can reduce the number of drop-offs, like say, so for example, UP comes in here and I'm bringing certain trains with certain stuff. If I can do it in such a way where Fresno and Bakersfield or whatever, actually, okay, now this explains it. I only had one train, but yeah, that's interesting. That doesn't necessarily mean, it seems like I'm enough on certain industries, so I may have to lessen the number of industries each train serves in order to get a full enough train. But oh, there's Switcher. What's the... I didn't see the KNO. Oh, you mean that one? Is that what the industry became? Like, was it actually tagged? It says it's ready. Or did somebody just leave it there? I assume somebody just left it there. Okay. So, I'm trying to figure out now if I cut the number of cars that are going to SJVR by half, will that help? Or is that too much? Or should I be only doing it, say, 75%? Because what I was originally thinking of doing was well, I do it a few ways. Like, I was definitely thinking of reducing quite a bit. I think it was, I don't know how the hell I was planning on doing it. I think I was planning on having Bakersfield do some and then the others do some or something like that, but under YBK 50, because normally we would run under LS 917 if you have Arvin. Oh, okay. I've been busy with work, huh? Yeah, and that's the thing that I was gonna talk about tonight, because a lot of times there's a lot of things that happen. I mean, life happens. There's a new guy, for example, right now. He's in Barstow, but he's just trimming whatever he thinks he can trim, should trim, basically. Which is fine. I'm not going to go in there and try to persuade him, or not persuade him. I guess the opposite of that. Distract him or anything. As I was going about the hump, and all of a sudden I realized that he was operating a trim, because I didn't even realize he was on. I was like, oh, okay. So you say those other cars? Where are those other cars? Or are they with me? Like, do I actually have them with me? Dicker Joe. Oh, there they are, right there. Okay. Current oil, yeah. Well, I think I already had that listed. No, I didn't. I actually didn't. I actually didn't do it. That's weird. Let me just see what the hell's going on here. Oh, progressive. Oh, okay, I see what. Okay, so current oil has the 3. Ah. No, I want to put it there. So KPP. So there's nothing for KPP. So yeah, if I have less choices for the industries to make, they'll actually fill in the cars a little bit better, possibly. But I don't know. So Knowlton, I have 3. Let me see what room I got over there. No, that's okay. I don't mind running them. I just want to see. So there's actually a car in one of the industries over there or something. Question is, whereabouts is it? Oh, of course it's a... So I'd actually have to be on... Oh, I would just do it at the end. I'd do it at the end, cross the tracks, and be done with it. No, that's fine. I can do that. So let me just take a look at what trains are coming up. Because I was thinking of waiting for this train, believe it or not. But one of them is getting close to full. The other ones, some of them are like King Pack, for example. There was nothing. But then again, we had no Fresnos either. But it's kind of weird. I'm thinking about splitting the Fresno and Bakerfields, or the Fresnos and the what do I call it? The stuff coming from RV through different industries. So I'm thinking of splitting that in half and seeing what happens. Or maybe doing it. Some of them are going to do Baker, like have it on two of the 3. So you'd have Bakersfield would do 2 of the 3, like the back bar. Kind of split them across so that two of the three trains that come into Bakersfield. You got two UP and one of them coming from BNSF, and split it that way instead of having all three. Now, mind you, I don't have anything else feeding 103, so I don't know how much room 103 has, if 103 is actually serving it or not, but it also depends on what's going out. But, yeah, there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of challenges. 10:13, I don't even know if I'm going to start this train. I'll get. Do I really want to just run up to Edison to just park it there? I'd rather leave it. We're going 24 hours tonight, by the way. I'm not. I'm sleeping at 11. But I am going to relinquish my train. I'm going to see what's going on. Yeah, he's just running the trim, so more power to him. I'm looking at the scheduled manifests. I got a Tulsa at 7:30. Memphis at we'll see if he gets around to that, but that ain't going. Bell Bar. Yeah. I gotta make some procedures. I gotta do so many things. It's like, ugh. I wish I had spent more time or less time. I don't know, what do you say? Less time running and more time. But there was so much to do, and now I wasn't even gonna go on live YouTube tonight. I was just like, I don't even why bother. So yeah, let me see here. I'm going back through all these comments here because I'm just yapping around. Let's go someplace where we can watch some trains instead of me just yapping. Or sorry, yeah, that sounds like an idea. Am I done? My train relinquished? Good. We'll rail fan and gossip. We'll do this for about 20 minutes since I got both of you guys on here. So yeah, we're gonna go 24 hours. I'm gonna try it. And the whole idea is to encourage more people that can run longer and stuff like that. So, yeah, Bond's been busy with work. Arvin Branch, yep. Thursday while on vacation. Holy crap. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I see that with the Edison. So yeah, not too long ago we were talking about dropping from 7-to-1 to 7-to-1 ratio for slow clock to 6-to-1. We certainly were talking about changing regions. That ain't gonna happen. I just don't think we're in. I think we all kind of were under the same agreement that we can't do that. Now, there is a benefit to it, and it's a weird benefit. When you usually go to a different region, often you have a bit more experienced users. And that's not saying that I'm looking for more experienced users. It's a kind of a pro and a con. The con is you lose the less experienced users, but you gain more experienced users potentially. And then sometimes if you're in a right situation, it can really work out good, and then you get your identity. But anyways, I think I've decided that I'm going to stick with this for now. And being in Mojave, that is going to be more towards the less experienced user because this is what they get in default. So they're gonna come on. They're gonna want to try some place that's new and whatever. And this is kind of different than what RTS has done in the past. We used to have passwords. We used to we used to be a lot wider. And it's not that we weren't. It wasn't that we weren't new user friendly. It was we basically every train needed to move in a registry and all kinds of other things. We haven't got around to that, and the reason why you can't is a lot of it has to do with the AI system, and it's totally different now. It's not, it's one of those things where it's too much extra baloney that you don't need. But the reason why I go in 24 hours, and we'll start first. Let's start with the reason why I wasn't 24 hours. The reason why I wasn't is because of the computer fan, and I'm not too sure how it's going to react when I turn that monitor off. I'm not going to test it right now. There's a user on at 11 p.m. I mean, I know I'm going to put a save in at 11 p.m. and I'm going to see what happens. So what I should do is I'm going to post a message on that, because I already posted one message on that. Yeah, he's just doing a lot of trimming, which is cool. Like I said, everything's useful. I just want, hopefully, and I haven't really gotten, and this is the thing, going into a Barstow hump, for example. Not the Barstow hump, Barstow yard, for example. I'll say yardmaster not on duty. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to change this to 1720 today. So like I'm a day behind on this already. 17 to 20, March 21, sim time. So what he's doing is he's adding cars to it, and probably none of these are being, I don't think any of these are being updated. Because I was even in there and I was adding stuff as he was putting them in. He's just picking car tracks or whatever. Bill can be built. I don't even think he realizes that's in there. But he is communicating, so that's good. So for now, I'm not worried about it. I'll post a message here. What I'll do is I will say scheduled manifests. I don't even know if he knows how to build a train. And I haven't put any other information down, so I don't want to discourage anybody because there's really no rules in there. So for me to say, oh, okay, let me just do one other thing here with Barstow Yard for a second. See, I even put trim as required, so he's just following that. And I did the hump of locals earlier tonight. I just had a little bit of extra time before 7 p.m. Build trains that are scheduled to depart in the next 24 hours. And I'll just leave it like that. Yeah. Well, well, yeah, you have to get a lot more people. So what did you miss? Nah, just that we're 24 hours and nothing major. There's somebody in Barstow right now who's doing some trim work. We have one local now to go out of. We have one local now to go out of Bakersfield? Oh, LS 906, okay. Oh, cool. Well, looking at the trains or the scheduled manifests, we've got the next bar back coming in first thing Thursday morning, 2 a.m. So about 48 hours from now, a little over 48 hours from now. RVBK will be coming in. Are we on? I think we are on a. Yeah, we're on a Wednesday. So Fresno Bakersfield is coming in. Now, see, this is the other thing too. Is Fresno Bakersfield is only 3 days a week, so actually splitting. I think what would be a good idea is to split the industries. So Barstow gets 103 and some of the SJVR, and he gets the other half of the SJVR, and this guy, he gets a bulk of the higher density SJVR industries, so that doubles up on it. The ones that can handle it. Or, yeah. I guess it would be the, yeah, he would have, I'm just trying to think of how that would work. Tagged for industries, so that would be, do I filter it by industries? I can't remember. Just take a look at this for a second. I haven't done this lately, so industry configuration, man. No, it's train configuration. Ugh. I'm wide awake. Oh, those are trains going in. Wait a minute. We're talking about what we're receiving from... We're talking about what we're receiving from BNSF various locations. Now, we only have 2 supply trains BNSF. So, it's not the back bar, it's what goes into it. So, BNSF Bakersfield M2. Wrong one. Lenwood Main 1, train type. If I was to go into mixed freight and I go into filter, so yeah, no, it is by train. Okay. So this is where I would take out, I would split them. So I could split. Notice I don't have any LOP, LOQ obviously, but I have 103. I have 0611, and here I can take, maybe one of them. Who knows? One of them, one of the other, and then I don't know how we would do that. I think we got to think about that. For now, I think we're too far in to worry about it. Yeah, you got to filter by locals. I don't think you can filter any other way. So that's how you get around playing around with that. So it's one way of doing it. But like I said, we're too far in. But there are locals coming up. The RVBK one, the Fresno BK one's not too far away. Back bars Thursday, so within the next few days, you're going to get a lot of supply coming in. The one thing to keep in mind too, and this is another thing. Those are on 5-day cycles. The others are on 7. So this is where I say, if you do a local, try to get it done within 48 hours, or you want to get it done within 48 hours, which is why I didn't run one. That's why I decided not to run BK50 tonight, because I knew, I was like, okay, well, I can finish it off tomorrow, but am I really going to have time? And I thought, well, yeah, I could, because I know Wednesday I start earlier. So it would be just under 48, but then I realized I'm not going to have much time to do anything tonight, but other than shoot the shit. So that's what I decided to do. Let's do the whole shoot the shit thing. Because there's a lot to think about things. So filter by the filter by train stuff. So it sounds to me like, and the other thing too. Okay, speaking of which, there's locals coming into Barstow right now, coming up. There's one tomorrow, Bell Bar, actually early this morning, that's coming in. How does this spawning work? Where you guys get the menu? Is that something? Is that something where? Let me just see this here for a second. Okay, I'm the only one on. The other guy's gone. He was there, but he's gone now. I don't know what he's doing. Or if he finished. Maybe he finished. I was going to run a hump. Hey, cleared up a lot of them. Which one was I going to run? There's a little bit of West Colton, but I think I was planning on running one hump and then... How much West Colton's on this one? Ooh. I don't know. Nah, who cares? Go back to where I was. I'll find another spot. Ah, there's another one coming. Another train coming. Who cares? So yeah, he just trimmed a bunch of them, and then let's just see if there's reply in there. We'll need to build Barstow. Okay, well I just posted that anyways. Cool. We can build a random train. We can spawn a random train, but not a specific number. Yeah, but aren't we, if I understand correctly, aren't we having some industries that are overfilled, like, or is it the one that I haven't fixed yet, that DLL or whatever the hell it is? There's one industry that's one industry that's off to limbo someplace, which I haven't got to. There's a lot that I was hoping I would have got to, but my understanding is that some industries are over capacity. What I'm seeing, from what I can tell, is there's too many locals being called by specific trains, which is okay, because there's enough trains that can overlap the demand for it. Because I can't filter any finer. I wish I could. Because back in the old RTS days, I'd be able to go right down to a waybill level, which I miss in some ways, because there's a lot of more power and control industries that get a lot of demand because of the supply, not because a random number decided it fit perfect. And I mean, even the train lengths, you're limited to a specific range as to what's chosen as a train length. But there's tricks to doing it, and one of the tricks is don't give as many industries to specific trains. So if we're running too much SJVR, because we're running it on 2 supply trains plus 2 supply trains by BNSF and 2 supply trains by UP, then we also, the other thing too is we don't have any supplies coming from Fresno or from the north. They just bypass. And the reason why is I always had it, there's only 4 trains that come that way, and I was always reluctant to, because I thought there was like a local or something like that would come in. I've never. That's one thing we could bring in, is we could bring in another supply train that comes into BNSF Bakersfield, as opposed to the other, which is it's a possibility. We could supply BNSF Bakersfield with its own train. I don't know what the hell you'd call that. I'm not even too sure. Like, I thought there was one between. I don't know the locals of the Bakersfield sub, but having something come in that way. Now, I think ideally what would happen is one of those mainline trains would probably do a set off, because we're not getting any supply from the north right now on any locals. And if there was, say there was stuff going to Boron, or what's the other one? I'm watching all the clouds disappear suddenly. So there's Boron, there was something else. Was it 103, I guess, is the other one I'm thinking of. So you got Boron Local, 103, and then the SJVR stuff. So it could still supply all those things, or at least some of those things. Maybe not every SJVR industry. Because really, SJVR shouldn't be supplied too heavily by BNSF anyways. Because I think all the outgoing tags, the majority of them are UP tags, not BNSF tags. And we don't even supply anything for YBK50 from BNSF, although there are some BNSF tags. Yeah, I know ALW was deleted. Yeah, and that's the other thing we got to do is we got to start scheduling the locals in order for that to happen. Like I said before, what I think could happen is we may actually be diluting some of those locals if we're say I know somebody wanted to run the boron local the other day. And I was like, no, you can't run the boron local. And then I looked at the thing, and it was like, boron local isn't even finished yet. There's still cars that are unloading or something. Edwards is fine, but there's still a few hours. If you look on boron, go take a look at boron for a second. I'm just curious. Of course, there's a train up there. Oh, that's North American. Meat. The hell? Am I at the right place? I saw North American. Like, I am totally confused here. That ain't boron. Oh yeah, it is. I missed it. Okay. Okay. This has to be totally redone too. This is usually the fence track, and then there's a switcher. That's the other thing too. Wow, we're nowhere near getting industrial switchers. So those guys are still sitting in there. Yeah, everything is still working. Well, why am I still got a damn here? Oh, that's in the memory. That's weird. I got 20 minutes left before I'm... Yeah, not 103. That's cool that was done today. That's neat. How long did that take? How many hours did that take you to run? Just out of curiosity, that 103. I see 117. Let me see that for a second. 118, 119, 117. So a few hours. It's not too bad. I didn't think of anything. The one that takes a long time is the Edison. I know that. Which is why I didn't want to start tonight. Yeah. So we're 18 hours away. Edwards is done. But that's not so bad. I don't know how long that is, but boron's 18, so just because it's done doesn't mean we run boron local either. Boron local needs the other locals to come in to supply it more. So the one local's coming in right. Actually, I can spot it now or whatever. One thing I was let me just check the comments here. Yeah, I know they work Bakersfield. The problem is being able to stop it. Let me take a look here. Yeah, if they miss a cycle, they get overloaded. At the moment, the only train I have not checked is LS 906. We are pretty good as long. Yeah, okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, and that's what I did at YBK 50, and that's in good shape too. Most BNS managed trust work BNA Bakersfield, and there's trains that come from Vancouver, Washington, and Pasco that terminate. Oh, okay, that's where they are. Huh. Okay, well I'll take a look at my train list and see, because I have a train list on that. So if I notice those trains, I know what you mean. I never thought of those trains. Yeah, because they can bring it. That would be good. About 3 with interruptions. Wow. Well, that didn't take you long at all. Were you didn't have were you low on supply or anything? Okay. Oh, it's gonna get busy. Looks like it's gonna get busy. What do we got? No, he's just leaving Sanborn. Okay. We should be able to see something. Next 15 minutes or so. So that's cool. Yeah, I never thought of those because there used to be we used to have a VA bar and PAS bar and well, we do have a what the hell do we have? Let me just take a look at that list. Okay, so back bar, bar back, whoop. Unit train, Bakersfield CBX, unit train, Bakersfield CLB, CBX Bakersfield, what am I looking at here? Entrance. Okay, those are entrances. Now, this doesn't have the Fresno stuff in it. This doesn't have BNSF Bakers. That's why. Oh boy. But it's got Fresno right there. So what the hell's going on? Fresno, 1 of 183. Oh, crap. Problem with that back is it's going to let me try VA. See, I see a VA Fresno. Bare table PAS lack. Bar PAS. See, that's it's got it so it's all going to Fresno. As if there's a local between the two or something. But these things change all the time. That's the thing. So I do have a list, but I don't see a termination in Bakersfield. At least not on this list. Not to say that this is the most conclusive list out there. It's just that's a list I got. No, most of the sightings are short. What are we talking about now? What were we talking about, Switcher? Sorry. KMP is the slowest. There used to be a train. See, I don't have the locals there. I'm just gonna throw in. I'll throw in a local. I'll just throw one in just because I don't have Bakersfield. I'm gonna throw in a local, and that will be my Northern Supply, which will also include, which is also going to include supply for boron, which will be forwarded by the back bar. So I'll have 103 that. Then I'll have to play around with it. So what were you saying, Switcher? Sorry about that. I'll try not to change subjects. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right, so it's KMP is the slowest, as you can only switch 2 cars at a time. Okay. But it does, in other words, it doesn't take that long, so. Okay. Well, that's cool. I'm trying to figure out if that's the case, then I'm not too sure what the issue was as far as it being over 48 hours to run. I know it's not everybody has time, which is hence why I'm going to try to make this a 24-hour server. See, the fan's weird because the fan will speed up a little bit and slow down, and sometimes I'll be, even though I got a wall in between I don't have a bedroom door, so I will hear it from time to time, and it's not like it's directly. How do I describe this? It's not a direct path from that sound to my bedroom, but I still will hear it at night. Yeah. So there's a train that goes from Calway Yard to Bakersfield. Okay, Cal 031. I think I got all that. Oh, I see. But now we're caught up. Okay. Well, I'll try to make it a priority this weekend to get scheduled times for the locals. I've been meaning to try to add trains, do all kinds of different things to it, but I just haven't got around to it. But if I have, you know, if I have the overnight stuff going on, hopefully that helps those that want to run longer. I just don't know how I just don't know how active it's going to be, or if it's worth it. I mean, we'll find out, I guess. Oh yeah, I was gonna. So, I have a server setting. I think I talked about this before, but so does this consist editor actually give access to spawn trains? Is there anything here that does? Because I don't see it. Like spawn individual trains, I mean. So, like, I mean, I've got it down to where this is all the stuff that spawns, basically. Or can potentially spawn. I've got a train coming up at... Yeah, so I got the bell bar coming in. Now that supplies locals. That's a local supply. This one's a that one's a supply to Bakersfield. So this will be the last one that starts supplying that. Tulsa and Memphis have to be built. It's 3 p.m. I won't even be around by the time. So these either get done or they don't. Davis Yard, Roseville to Bakersfield, that'll come in. So that's another spawn, but that's at 3 o'clock. I mean, who knows? Like, I could do it like at 7 or whatever when I come on, but... Yeah, but it's not supposed to be the train maker upper, though. It's the AI traffic spawner thingy-majiggy. So you go in here, boom, boom, Bakersfield, and you just click on one and spawn it. He hasn't been around, so... So the consist editor allows you to build. So, okay, I'm still trying to get this here. So what does... So the consist editor allowed you to build trains. What about the spawning, though? Because I hear nobody can spawn individual trains. Because that's what I've heard. Has anybody ever been able to spawn an individual train? I've been told no. I've been told random trains, yes, but then going in to let's see here. What's the ones I got coming up? I've got Lenwood Main 1. So if I was to spawn this one here. So this is coming from Lenwood Main 1, Bell Bar 1, for example. Go into train symbols. Oops, wrong one. Needles Main 1. There it is right there. So I'll spawn it. Yeah, you gotta hit shift. Oh, that's for loading. I'm talking about shift F, or not shift F2. So shift F2 gets you to this. I'll be curious to see if you guys can do it. Because I heard you can't. But anyways, the outbound stuff, it'll be ready when it's ready. Just going to Tulsa and Memphis, anyways. I'm not too worried about that. I just want to keep up with it, and then of course we got locals to run, so oh well. Oh, too many things to do, not enough time. That's 10:59. I'll talk for a little bit longer if you guys want. Do we got trains? We got trains, I think. Oh no, I guess they've all gone through. No, they're not. Yeah, I guess they've all gone through. What the hell did I miss? I thought there was a train coming down this way. So they were all westbound? See how much I was paying attention. Yeah, I don't want the pre-built stuff. I do like some randomization. Like having some of it's nice. Having anticipated randomization, I do like having a train that looks identifiable, if that makes sense. So I know back in the old days, Vancouver, Washington, for example, would bring in a lot of the lumber. So you'd have loaded lumber coming in, and you got empties going the other way. But Vancouver, Washington was the one that brought it in, or the majority of it. Not all of it, but it all come from the Pacific Northwest or Canada or whatever. Yeah, I don't want a specific train, no. Thanks anyways. I'd rather have the randomization, and I mean, even though some of the randomization is really kooky, and I don't want to spend especially if people can't spawn and we're going 24 hours, I don't want to have to put the onus on people to spawn stuff. And that's the problem you get with that. So if it had a schedule system, of course, that would be much better, but we don't have that. At least not yet, so we'll see. But yeah, I was curious about that. What else was I going to talk about? I know there was something on my mind, but yeah. So hopefully 24 hours. I mean, there's nobody on right now, but that's not to say, who's to say who would be able to get on. Like I posted just now, so I don't expect too much to happen tonight necessarily. But I want to try it anyways, and if it just annoys me, I'll just shut it down. But like right now, like when it's quiet, I can hear that, but I can hear all kinds of different sounds. So it's other times I can take a nap on the couch, and there'll be I'll be watching. I'll fall asleep watching YouTube, or like you guys have seen me, I'll start dozing off while I'm running a train. So it's like it's really it's bizarre, but by the time I get through the middle of the night, that's when sometimes it'll affect me. Now I'm on sleeping medication that I take at the beginning of the night. It's actually antidepressant medication, which is interesting. I think it's a failed antidepressant medication that works good, like that was designed for antidepression, but it didn't work, and it's better for helping sleep, and it's not addictive. So I take that, but I also take an antidepressant or an anti-anxiety medication, because what was happening is I would wake up in the middle of the night after I got through my heavy sleep cycle, like of say 4 or 5 hours, sometimes less, and I'd wake up because I'd have to go use the toilet, and that was my issue. Was I'd always have to wake up to use the toilet, and then I'd get back, and then the anxiety would come up because I'd worry so much about getting back to sleep. So it's always been on my mind. So that was kind of a leftover from that, and I've never really. I used to keep my computer on all the time. Back when I was at the old place, it wasn't until I started having issues a little over a year ago with this sleep anxiety, I call it, that became an issue. But I really don't have sleep anxiety now because the medication works pretty good. So I don't know why I haven't tried it. So we'll try it tonight and see what happens. The engine noise is a white noise. The problem with the engine noise is they honk at crossings, and they start and they stop and they accelerate and they put their dynamics on, and oh no, trust me, I thought about that. I mean, the only other thing I thought about doing is yeah. See, there's nowhere I could hide. The only thing I could possibly do. I'm just trying to think of how I would do it. The only thing I could possibly do is include button willow. I'm just trying to think now how that would work. No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. That's just asking for trouble. 'Cause somebody will start hiding shit up there. Um, I mean, I could sit in boron. I'm far enough away. But then it starts doing the air pressure stuff. Like, hold on a second. Let me just try it. Let me just do an experiment on that. Because it's not going to be a total white noise here. It's going to be doing other things like the compressor and all that other crap. Do I have an engine by itself? Yes, I do. Let me go. I just want to do the engines. There's some engines over here. Do I have any trains coming in? No. Okay. Something tells me the compressor's going to keep on coming in. I don't care about the alerter. It can stay idle. Yeah, see, it just does that. I mean, it's relaxing. Gives me happy feelings. But you got that little ticky sound, right? Maybe I won't hear it as much out here. That's not bad, you know. Some smartass would know my plan, and then, well, of course, because I'm doing this on YouTube, they'd come by at like 4 o'clock in the morning and come honk my horn or some horse shit. Hide on the Trona branch. There's a lot of places I could hide, but I ain't telling. I ain't telling YouTube that. That ain't too bad, you know, because you don't hear the. You hear more out here. That little clicky sound, you don't hear it as much in there. And it drowns out my fan. Hide on the throne of the branch. There's so few hiding spots. The good part was when you're in the cab. Yeah, but the other goofy thing, because I was gonna turn I was gonna mute my the volume, was what I was gonna do for the server. Like, I mean, there's nothing here that makes a beep sound or anything like that, other than trains passing by, birds chirping, and all the other horse shit, which you really don't hear it right now. I don't hear the crickets. I don't hear the birds. You only hear them from the outside view, really, or if I was to open the door, or open the window, I should say. Yeah, see there, now I hear that. Now I hear the compressors doing their thing. It's not too bad. It's much calmer. And I don't think it would make any other sounds. That's why I turn off the fridge at night. You can hear the fridge in my background. It makes that friggin' sound. But it's not too bad. The other issue I'm gonna have is when I turn the monitor off, or my TV, I guess it is. When I turn that off, it has an HDMI connection. And sometimes the HDMI will lose its sense of the audio. It won't sense it anymore, or require it, or think it requires it. And then I will come back, turn the monitor on, and I don't have volume. I've had other issues in the past where having the HDMI off, I think this happened in version 2. If you turn the monitor off or something like that, it does something weird. It could actually crash the game. I don't know. Stupid, weird stuff. I could be wrong on that one, but I do remember some strange crap. I spent plenty of time sleeping on live edges. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can turn crew interaction off. Then they bring an engine up to me and start honking the horn. So I guess with crew interaction off, they can't open my window, and I don't know. I'm not gonna do those measures. Of course, going 24 hours, the other issue that starts happening is eventually server fatigue, and I mean the servers run great for the hours that it runs, no problem. So I usually sit around. See out here, you start hearing the chirping, but that's okay. Or they tow you away. I don't know if they can do that. I guess they can. Even if you had your brakes on, I suppose, well, they could try. All it takes is a little bit of extra power. Tug of war. That'd be an interesting try. Anyways, I should get going to bed. So, I'll keep the server on tonight. And let me just... what's my autosaves at right now? Last one was at 10:58, so that's perfect. Not like anything's going on right now because I'm the only one on, so... Okay, so we'll try the 24 and then see what happens. I don't think we're going to have any more going on. Not much is happening. Sean, make sure you make your sleep is not disturbed. That is more important. I would appreciate more time, but getting enough sleep to do your day job is more important. Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah, I understand. I'm not going to jeopardize my health or anything like that. Like, I was even looking at white noise generators, and then I hear that they're not the greatest for you and all this other crap. Now, I used to sleep with a fan, but the problem is it can get too cool down here, so I usually sleep with a not an electric heater. It is a heater, but it's a what do you call those things? Convective heaters. I don't know what the hell the term is. They're not fans. They're just radiant energy. But they're not like they're not water based. It's totally electric. Oh, fun stuff. Okay, I'm gonna end this for now, and who knows? Maybe I'll just keep my I'll keep my Discord camera going. But if it goes down, then people will know. So that's it for the YouTube, anyways. So thanks for all the talk, anyways, and the interesting advice. And yeah, sorry if this was a dull video, but shit happens. I used to use a CD player, wind noises, and that helped me. Yeah. Yeah, I would need something steady for sure. But I've actually slept with waves, crashing waves, YouTube once, but yeah. I don't know. I think it's all in your head, basically. It's, you know, a lot of it's all worry too much about sleep. That's which comes down to the whole sleep anxiety thing. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm not. It's not about, you know, risking my health or anything like that. I'm actually feel that the anxiety is under control, so I'm willing to test that and see. But like I said, if it becomes an issue, the good part is what happens is I take a what do you call it? One antidepressant before I go to bed with all the other stuff. And what that ends up doing is it you know, has its half-life, so it's still enough that when I wake up in the middle of the night, its half-life, it's for a full day, so its half-life goes like, you know, something like 12 hours or 8 hours or so, like, at least. And what ends up happening is I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I won't be stressed. So that's the benefit from it. But it's a mild one too, so lowest dosage you can get. But anyways, that's it for now, guys. And oh, look at this jackass. You can sleep your old cat's ass. Come on, Scott, get over here. Get your 640 by 480 screen and start working Barstow, dude. We don't need any foamers. We need people to run the trains. Now that Scott's here, okay. Now I gotta stay in. Hold on. Scott's here. We gotta keep shooting the shit now. Well, I'll let this go. No more than 11:30. Friggin' Scott. So you guys start running trains soon, Scott? I've gone 24 hours now. You gonna run some trains? No, I'm not talking about tonight, but how's the old eyes? he's just being a prick. Fanboys, buddy. he's trying to pretend he's I don't know what it is. It's him and I on our dry sense of humor. He gets what's going on in Train Sim? Let's see what's going on in Train Sim. This is always good for a friggin' laugh. Ah, Jesus. Anything good going on? Uh-oh. He replied. What did Scott do? Look at this comment. What do you know? You're just a YouTube teacher. We need Get Real button for that. I posted that to our internal suggestion, Vern. Oh yeah, the logbook. Oh, Jason replied. I'll accept any features the team may or may not have included. There, he was serious with him. Of course, he's serious with Jason because Jason's being nice. Some of the other guys he'll horse around with. He'll horse around with me. What was I gonna do? Speaking of AEI, one idea is to have an AEI on spawn. So, you guys can read along with this, I don't care. So the way I have Barstow set up, 2 locations, oh god, I see a moderation. 2 locations that spawn without a route are Needles and Cajon. So I'd love to bring in the data as if it's run past a detector. Okay. There we go. I stayed serious. For now. Any other jokes going on, or jokers? Oh, American Truck Sim. Did I start something in there? I might have. We don't McDonald's. I got an Arby's, I don't bother. We have the meats. Oh god. Yeah. I have a hairy ass and yellow face. It's night time let this suffocate. Oh god. Oh shit. I couldn't say that one out loud. Oh man. Oh Jesus. Oh, we got a few minutes? Alright, cool. So what, Scott? You gonna run some trains or what? Got my server on. Oh. Or is it still confusing you? Excuse me. I need cars pulled out for Tulsa and Memphis, and then I need this guy built, and then I don't care about Memphis, at least by tomorrow afternoon. Gotta keep on schedule. That's what we were trying to talk about. You've got to shave more often. Oh, Jesus. I don't shave. I shave my face, that's about it. I shave my ass. What the hell? Oh God. Oh. Is that what women want these days? Is shave your ass? Thanks. Put it this way: if she wanted that bad enough, she can shave my ass. But it's like I'm not grooming down there. Screw that shit. Too 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 much things can go wrong. Ah, Jesus, Murphy. How the hell do we get on that? Oh yeah, oh it was Scott. That's why. Ugh. Oh, now what? I gotta recline my chair every time. Well, I'm going to bed in a minute, but. Okay. Ugh. How do you know shit comes out of both ends? You gotta have issues. You never know. Oh, God. I don't know how we got into this conversation. No, I do. I just don't know how we haven't got off that conversation. Oh, man. That's too much. So anyways, yeah, back to the subject before make it serious there for a minute before I end the night. Yeah, so we're gonna go 24 hours just to try to keep things rolling or give more opportunities for things to roll and then see what happens. If it doesn't affect my sleep in any way, I'll let it go anyways, regardless. More options and more, whatever works is fine by me. If it's it may not even work tonight, put it that way. As soon as the monitor has to go off. I don't know how else I can do that. I'm not going to do a black screen or any of that shit. Like, I mean, the monitor's going off. So once that happens, like I don't think it's an issue because I've switched over from HDMI 1 to HDMI 1 to HDMI 2. It's used to be an issue when you lost HDMI after a while, because Emmett and I will be watching. Even tonight, I was watching. Both of us were. I should say, we were watching off the DVR. So we switch over to HDMI 2 and do our thing there. But then again, we're using HDMI. We're using the surround sound system. I think what happens is the surround sound system suddenly doesn't get a signal after a while, and it loses its mind or something. I don't know. Too much info. Oh. Oh, man. Ouch. I knew somebody else that had one of those. I'm trying to remember. Maybe it was you, Scott. No, I thought I knew somebody else that had one of those. The bag or whatever. 2. I think it was only 1. Yeah, whatever. I catch a lot of shit. Oh, man. Okay, I'm gonna end this stream. Enough talking about shit. But yeah, so we'll get it going. See what happens. That's some of the challenges we face or whatever, and plus I just need more time on my hands. Obviously, I had this whole week that was bored, and I couldn't get things going. Most TVs have built-in power safety. After a set amount of time of inactivity, the TV will go into standby, which causes the no signal. Yeah. So, in other words, if my TV is doing different things or receiving a signal, then it's fine. If it's when there's no activity coming from the TV, the HDMI decides, okay, we've had enough. Then what ends up happening is I have to reset the external speakers, which pain in the ass to do, but I guess I can do it. We'll see. It's not a big deal. We'll figure it out. If it becomes a pain in the ass, then I'll go back to the way things are. Okay, that's it for now, guys. So, we'll have a good one, and yeah, we'll do a live stream tomorrow, hopefully a little bit earlier than tonight, so get some stuff done. More than likely, you have a timer on your TV, on the TV enabled. Nah, not supposed to be. TV stays on. I can have the TV on all day. I usually do. I'll have the TV on from the moment the server comes up to when I take it down, and it's never has an issue. So, but I don't know. Maybe it's a timer going the other way. Maybe it's the the speaker system. It's a Blu-ray. It's a Blu-ray player that controls all my speakers, even though I don't have one Blu-ray disc or use Blu-ray at all. But anyways, that's it for now. I'll figure it out. Anyways, talk to you later. Have a good one. See ya.